Jessica Simpson in trouble for milk. So, what are we doing here? Milk ad? We have people so brainwashed that they're clapping back at Jessica Simpson promoting milk, a natural byproduct of nature. Clapping back and letting us know that milk is one of the worst things you could put in your body. Not Gatorade, not Coca-Cola, not Pepsi, not alcohol, not cough syrup, not Pfizer syrup. Nope, not Sprite, not spirits. Nope, milk. Milk. It's the worst thing you can put in your body, apparently, to many people. Many people. This is the world that you end up with when you have broken monetary incentives. Period. When you have a world where government is in cahoots with Big Sugar, promoting a food pyramid that's upside down. Think about these things, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, sports fans, as Mickey Redmond would say, we have a world where we are run by a broken monetary system, so you're incentivized to do more ridiculous things and get bailed out because things are too big to fail. That only can happen and perpetuate in a broken monetary system. Capitalism built on a broken monetary system, broken currency. That cannot happen on a Bitcoin standard. It can't happen on a gold and silver standard either. That gold and silver standard don't work. We've talked about this many times because of other factors farther down that road. But it can't happen in a world where you can't print the asset. These things only perpetuate 90-day earnings calls, trying to, the Biden Super Bowl ad. We'll talk about this in another video, talking about shrinkflation. Shrinkflation is because of inflation. Shrinkflation is a symptom of inflation. Inflation itself, as we know, anyone with any intelligence, is a monetary phenomenon anywhere and everywhere. It's not Putin price hikes. It's not gas. It's shortages because of corporations and corporate greed. It's none of that. Those are all symptoms of the problem. So we have people here that can't figure out that milk, a natural byproduct of nature, is good for them. And then we have, I think it was Bill Ackman talking about 1930s, after an unbelievable, 100 years ago, an unbelievable boon in the roaring 20s. And it was a beach in the 1930s. And there was no obesity. People weren't even fat, let alone obese. Why is that? You didn't have ad council campaigns. You didn't have Pfizer pumping people with stuff. You didn't have all these crazy mental health issues. You didn't have a broken monetary system. At least it wasn't broken that broken yet. It was only 10 to 20 years down that road after the Federal Reserve. You didn't have all of the inundation of Gatorade commercials and Doritos commercials and the processed foods, the soy, the high fructose corn stuff. You didn't have all this stuff going on. You didn't have the toxins, the Roundup going into the wheat, the processed foods coming off the line. You didn't have all these things 100 years ago. That was a difference. Completely different world. A world that doesn't work that much anymore, combined with a terrible food system. And who knows what they're putting in the water? Who knows what they're doing? Anything. And that's the problem. Most people hear that and they're like, what are you talking about, Brandon? What are you talking about? Do you know? I don't even know. I follow this stuff for 15 years and have been tracking and researching these things. And I still can't tell you a lot of the different things they put in our water. I can't confirm any of it. I've done water tests. I have water sample for water. We use filtration systems and things like that. But I can't tell you. From a day-to-day basis, can you tell me what people are putting in your water or what they're putting in your food? You can't unless you go to the store. And this is the problem. Or a farm, which now this has taken years of real understanding and seeing what my parents are doing and planting things and building stuff of their own. There's a reason, like in Michigan here, the governor here is shutting down not the whole stores, but seed aisles. So you couldn't plant seeds. Weird. You can't be sustainable. You can't self-sustain, I guess. You can't be independent. We have to start taking these things in aggregate and start aggregating this data and saying, if I wasn't any smarter, I would think that these people are running a game on us. And there's like a plan, there's an agenda behind all this. Why are they shutting certain things down, closing off certain aisles, How does the average person sit here and not think about this and understand that all the incentives are this way? All the incentives are for the ruling class to take more and more power from us. So you have people here that don't even know that milk's good for them, thinking it's literally the worst thing you can put in your body. That's how brainwashed people are. That's how mentally ill people are. We are living in an upside down world. You're so disillusioned, so backwards from truth, that the truth itself seems crazy. The truth itself seems nuts. And that's something we're going to have to work our way through. But how do we fix that? How do we fix that? I tried to go the politics route for 20 years. I don't know. Has politics got us anywhere? Seems like it's only gotten things worse. So to me, you have to fix the money. You got to fix the money. The money is the foundation for all the things we do. Enabling the government to print and spread it and redistribute it wherever they want. Clearly hasn't worked. Hasn't fixed poverty. We've done videos on that. Poverty is the same as it was when they started the war on poverty. Clearly throwing cash at government schools don't work. Clearly throwing cash at government-run poverty initiatives don't work. Clearly, I mean, you can go down the line over and over. All the problems they just claim they're trying to fix either stay the same or get worse for years and decades. And yet we just keep doing it. The stop is people being plugged in and eventually hurting us. My father says pain's a great teacher, and that's where we're headed. We're headed for a lot of pain because we seem to not learn our lesson. We can't see patterns, and we can't stop. A lot of humans, we have a hard time stopping things before it gets too bad. We tend not to stop because we're like, well, it's not hurting enough yet. It's not hurting that much yet. Maybe it changes, and we don't change course till it's too late. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there where it's going to start really hurting many people. Then things change. My hope is that we can change beforehand. We can educate enough people. That's why I work with Bitcoin trading cards. That's why I do the things I do. So we can figure out a way to reverse course before things get too bad and there's too much collateral damage. So here's your ad spot of the day. It's stop drinking milk, folks, ladies and gentlemen, because Coke, high fructose corn syrup, 60 grams of sugar is way better, apparently. High fructose corn syrup, way better than natural milk from God's animals he's creating. Way better. This guy right here, he knows nothing. He knows nothing. He knows nothing better than, I mean, come on. Way better. Sugar made in a lab? Way better than what this guy could create. Come on. Come on, man. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible world we live in. Please share this out. Welcome hates truth. Question everything with boldness. We need it now more than ever. Trust but verify what I'm saying. This is not financial advice. It is freedom advice. We'll see you on the next one.